in the try.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we can now start. How are you guys? How was your weekend? Are you ready to take on the new week? I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me nicely, please just comment on the charts that you can hear me so that we can proceed. I don't want to start this live and I'm just talking to myself. If you can hear me, please just let me know so that we can proceed. So we're gonna start with the VIX75. There was a signal that was shared on VIX75, and we'll try to look at some of the okay, so this was the signal. So I shared the signal in our in my VIP community, and we're able to get this sniper entry. Like what I said, when it comes to the use of trend lines, if you're someone who enjoy trading using trend lines, you enjoy trading using chart patterns, this can be a very good setup. So we're gonna start with that. I think okay, thank you. Happiness is saying I can hear you clearly. Thank you so much, Mr. Happiness. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, like what I said last time, it's not clear. We know that when you're trading chart patterns, be it a peanut, be it a wedge pattern, be it a bullish flag, bearish flag, you know that you have to wait for a breakout which took place here and a retest. But where exactly are you going to get that sniper entry? So I discovered that sometimes if there is a consolidation after the breakout, what you need to do is this. You need to wait for price to break out from the consolidation that took place just after the the breakout. Consolidation after the breakout, then wait for price to break out from that consolidation. That's how I was able to get this sniper entry, and you can see from there price has just been rallying upwards. Okay, so that's one thing that you can make use of. So what I've discovered is this. If you go on let's go here. If you go on the weekly chart, let's start with VIX75. We are looking at VIX75. If you go on the weekly chart, what do we see here? If you go on the weekly chart, monthly chart, this is what is there. For those who still remember, I predicted this big movement that took place in what? In VIX 75. So what I can see here is this. Let me just check something here. We had this fair value gap here. And I think, okay, this is the biggest picture. The biggest picture that we can see in VIX 75. Okay, so what I can see is this. What I've discovered when it comes to analysis, you can never go wrong as long as you stay on the higher time frame. Like now, I'm looking at the chart from the monthly time frame. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame. What do I see here? On the monthly time frame, we can see that there was a fair value gap around this area. But before we go there, what we can also see is this. If I'm going to measure my trading range, this point being my lowest and that point being my highest, what do I see? I see that price is below the 50% of our PDRA. 50% price is within our 50%. Yes, we can see price is below the 50%. What does it mean? We should be looking for buying opportunity. Once this fair value gap that we have here on the monthly chart, so that's one thing. We have a fair value gap here on the monthly chart, but we still have some more candles here on the side that have not been filled. But if you look at the monthly time frame, we can see this fair value gap has been filled. So what is the next step? What is the next step? We can see, what else can we see here? Okay, we have those swing highs and swing lows. We have here again a trend line. By just merely looking at the monthly candle for May, we can see that there is some form of rejection, bullish rejection. That's one thing that I can see here. Let's go to the weekly chart and see what is taking place. Okay, from all this, I can there's this fair value gap that we have here around this area. There is a fair value gap here. Let me change the color of this. We have this fair value gap here. As long as there is a gap, price will normally try to go back and fill up that gap. We have this big gap. Then apart from that, we also have another fair value gap around this area. And all these fair value gaps, they are we had this low was taken out, this old low was taken out. So once this external range liquidity is taken out, let me show you what I'm seeing here, guys. So there was liquidity that was residing below this odd low. As price moved up here, there was liquidity residing there. Basically in the form of stop loss. There were stop loss that were here when price moved upwards, and then when price returned, dropped, this external range liquidity, the sell stops, the sell side liquidity was then taken out. So price always make those movements. Once price takes out external range liquidity to go for internal range liquidity. So liquidity, when we talk about internal range liquidity, we are looking at fair value gaps. Fair value gaps. So that's why I'm marking out these zones. We have two major fair value gaps that are on top of each other. So I'm assuming that this one will not be that effective, as price, when it reaches this particular fair value gap here, it will automatically obviously cover the fair value gap that we have on top here. So this is one thing that, and we also have this, apart from that, we also have this order block. We have an order block here. We have an order block. So this is exactly where price is coming. We are still bearish, but price is making a correctional move here, and I think for some time, maybe the next month, we're going to be seeing price pushing upwards. But this will only take place. So we're now on a daily, and I need to go to the daily. So we're seeing what is taking place on the weekly, and we can see this big push upwards. Okay, let me go to trade view. It's very difficult to draw when you're using what? So I'm gonna erase everything that we have here, and I go on the daily time frame. So drawing on MT5 is a little bit difficult. So let me go to trade view. There've been a lot of people who have been asking, how do you save charts? You just come to this icon where there's take a snapshot. You just click it. That's how you save, and then you go on. Coming. Comantino. Good deal. Okay, let's just continue. Let's just continue, guys. So on the daily chart, what do I see? Let me just erase everything here. Let's try to analyze what is likely going to take place on the Okay, what I can see here, there was a trend line here which was broken, and there was a retest around that area. I think that's when we took that buy. So that's one thing that I can see from the daily chart. So once this trend line is taken out, is broken, we're anticipating a very big push upwards. But I wanted to see something here. There's something that I can see nicely. So on the daily, we also have an order block here. Okay. So when price break this trend line, there will be liquidity that will be building up on top of this trend line. Once this price moves up, breaks the trend line, it will start to move up. And here we can see we have an order block here, and there is a likelihood that price is coming to that order block here. And we also see that, so we are still bearish. The one thing that we have to bear in mind is that although volatility 75 is bullish for about 3 or 4 days, on the higher time frame we are still bearish, but price currently is making a correctional wave. And we can see this low was taken out. There was liquidity that was residing below this low, and it was taken out with the break-off structure, indicating that there was a continuation of the downtrend. So let's BOS here. His price was moving down. So this validates this order block. Okay, let me just explain more about order blocks. So it's an institutional reference point where large institutional traders would have taken their positions. So you can see how price aggressively moved downwards from this area. Price moved downwards aggressively from this particular area, indicating that there was the involvement of what? Large institutional traders. So this is where price is heading. This is where price is heading. And we can see when that happened, there was a break of structure. There was a break of structure. So there are two things. Price should aggressively move away from that particular area. Like here, you see there are big red candles. And there's also a break of structure. And near the fair value gap, the order block, there's also a fair value gap. You see here, if I look at this particular area, one. So the low of this bearish candle is not connected to the low of this third candle, but price retained, grabbed liquidity and dropped. Let's see. I think if you drop down to the H4, what I'm seeing here, these big red candles, there's a liquidity void. There is liquidity void. You can see, we can try to adjust now. So if you go to the lower time frame H4, you can see exactly where price is heading. Price is going to this particular area here. Price is going to that particular area. Okay, so that's one. And if I look closely to the order block that is here, what do we see? We see that there is a fair value gap. You see this one, the low of this candle. Let me try to enlarge it so that you guys can see it. If I come closer to this order block, the last bullish candle before these red candles, price moved aggressively from that particular area. If I look at the, let me just do this. If I look at these candles, we look at three candles, these three candles, 1, 2, 3, price traded through each other. The low of this candle, this doji candle, is connected to the high of the third candle. So this one, we can see that there is a healthy price action. And if you now look at 1, 2, 3, these three candles, we can see there is also a healthy price action. 1, 2, 3. There's healthy price action. Then if you look at 1, 2, 3, these candles are not connected to each other. Let me try to put lines so that you can see this. You see there's a gap here. The low of this candle, this bullish hammer, is not connected to this. Sorry, we're counting 1, 2, 3. These ones are connected. The low of this one. So that means there's a fair value gap near our order block. So this validates this area here. This is where price is heading. This is where price is heading. So because of this gap, they act like a magnet. They have this magnetic force. Price is attracted to these areas. And whenever there is a gap, price will always fill up the gap. It might take long, but eventually price will always fill up these gaps. So we can see this is our bearish order block. Okay, so this is where exactly price is heading. This is where price is heading. We see there's a fair value gap. Let me just try to highlight it. We have an order block here. We also have a fair value gap. Fair value gap. Congratulations to Man U fans. I didn't anticipate win against Manchester City. You know, in football, nothing is 100% predictable. I think those who bet, they lost their money betting for Man City.
Right.
Mambo dai.
Charger, yeah.
Yeah, it's a phone.
Yango bata moto 2 minutes.
Well, it'll boom. Kawan. Tonan.
Sharp.
Kawan. So this way price is heading. Let me try to reduce so that we can see the clear picture. Yes, like this. So this is what I'm thinking. If I do this, will not be. So price should eventually reach this particular area here. And we're anticipating a reversal once that takes place. Okay, basically this is it. So price should eventually push up, reach this area, and come and drop. So that's what I'm thinking here. Sometimes it's not always. Sometimes price, because there might be liquidity residing above here, you just have to be careful. Just wait for a signal around this area. Sometimes price might push up, grab liquidity, and then it quickly start to what? There will be probably there's buy side liquidity residing above here. So sometimes this is why people end up saying order blocks, they don't work. It is because of this, because you are anticipating that immediately price should bounce off from this order block, but sometimes it can push up. Why? There are stop losses that are residing above this, and some people would want to trade out, trade what breakouts. So there's also buy stops that are residing here. So the reason why normally price move, it is to grab liquidity. Where is the money? Where is the money? Price is always moving to grab liquidity. Liquidity is money. So money exists in the form of stop losses. So maybe price would just try to push up, reach this area, and then drop. So we can see because of this aggressive movement. So what do we see again around this area? What do we see? This is a very strong area. And we can see there's some signs of what rejection around here because of this area here. You can see. So we have to wait. So we're now talking about how we are going to be trading today. So this is, we've talked about what has happened, what is happening, and we're now talking about what is likely going to happen today and how we can trade VIX 75 today. So that's what I'm basically looking at here. Okay, so when price, okay, let me just remove this. Let's talk about liquidity. There was liquidity residing here, buy side liquidity. It was here. Let's go. With buy side liquidity here. So it was here residing above this area. And what do you see? Immediately when price took the liquidity that was above here, it took out this old high. Price then closed within below this level. What does it indicate? It indicates that there's a possibility that price is likely going to what? This was a liquidity sweep. This was a liquidity sweep. So if you're going to be buying, you can't buy now. You can't buy now. Why? There is a possibility that price can reverse and fill up this fair value gap. Let's see. We have a fair value gap. Where exactly? This low, the high of this candle is not connected to the low of this candle. So this is where we have a fair value gap. And there was a gap here, but price dropped, closed the gap, and moved upwards. But we see we only have green candles, so there is a possibility because of what is happening here. And if I look again to the left, we can see there was a point where this level was a strong one. So it's also aligning with what is taking place. This level was once used as a what? As a resistance, and this level was also used as a what? It was used as a support around this area. It was a support. Then here it was a resistance. When price broke, it used this area as what? So this is a very tricky area. Anything can happen, but it's just in wait and see. If price closes above this zone, we know that price is about to push up. But there is a likelihood because of all these candles that we see. If we analyze the candles that we have in this particular area here, we can see the first candle for the day. Today's candle, it is a long wick, and the next candle also a long wick. What is this suggesting? It is suggesting that there is a resistance. There is a resistance around this area. Price is likely going to drop. When it drops, probably it will come to this area. We can now drop, go back to the what? Maybe probably to the H1 and try to see clearly. So here I'm anticipating that this area, which is a flip zone, which was once used as a resistance, this is where price is heading. This is where price is heading. Price can drop, come to this area, and then push upwards. So that's one thing that I'm thinking. This area was used as a resistance, and price is likely going to drop. There is this ICT concept where we look at what? If I go to the 50-minute time frame, we can see whenever there is a liquidity sweep, like what happened here. We talked about the liquidity sweep, the liquidity that was residing here. When it was taken out here, price closed on the H4 below it. So what you can do is this: you come to the lower time frame. When you come to the lower time frame, you will see that in most cases there will be a fair value gap. If you look at this fair value gap, so many people know the fair value gap that exists on the right, immediately right, but I'm concerned about this one. If you look at this bullish candle and this big bearish candle and this bullish candle, bearish candle, if you look at 1, 2, 3, these candles, if you look closely, this high of this candle, this one, is not connected to the high low of this third candle. So if in three candle price action, 1, 2, 3, we can see there was a gap. This is a fair value gap. And what do you notice after the liquidity sweep? We notice that price created this fair value gap. So we are anticipating that when price closes above that fair value gap, when price closes above the fair value gap here, this one, this gap that was here, price was supposed to move, but that didn't happen. What happened is that price then ignored that fair value gap, then pushed downwards, and then this fair value gap that was supposed to be, that was ignored, this one, will now be turned into a support level. And we can see price has been struggling to break and close above this fair value gap. What does it tell us? It tells us that this inversion fair value gap, so this one is called an inversion fair value gap. So I'm thinking of making a video on this inversion fair value gap. So this inversion fair value gap is, there was a day where I wanted to present this, but unfortunately because of network problems I couldn't do that. So this inversion fair value gap, then this is acting now as a support, as a resistance level. This level fair value gap here, I hope you can see it, is now acting as a strong support level and resistance level. So price is likely going to what? To drop. One, because of what we saw on the H4, there was a liquidity sweep. Price then closed immediately below the what, that high, the old high, indicating that there is a possibility that price can drop. So we're not talking about what is currently taking place. We're anticipating that price can drop, and when it drops, it can actually come to this particular level here. This is a very strong area here where we had the resistance, and the resistance will then be used as a what? Will then be used as a support, and price will then continue going upwards. Okay, so this is what we have. So for today, this inversion fair value gap, if it holds, price is likely going to drop. So for those who are very conservative, what we can do is this. If you really want to be sure that this is taking place, okay, I'm gonna remove this one, the buy side liquidity. I'll remove it so that it's clear. So this inversion fair value gap, we can see there is this trend, and we can see we also have this. It's now like a triangle. It's like a triangle. It's now like a triangle. So here is just a waiting game. We can see how this triangle is being respected. It was respected 3 times. We have here 1 point. We also have here another touch point, and we also have here another touch point. So let's just wait. I don't believe that it's. Some people say this one is a ascending, descending, isometrical, what triangle, so you should trade it like this. What I believe really works is this. You just have to follow the direction where price is heading. So here we just need to wait, but I'm anticipating that this lower trend line here that we have, this one, is going to be broken. That's what I'm anticipating. So we have these trend lines that are what, this one is upward sloping, this one is downward sloping, forming this triangle. So let's just wait for a breakout. But because of what I saw here, price came multiple times, failing to break above our fair value gap. This one, the inversion fair value gap, two times it failed. There is a likelihood that price is likely going to break this trend line, this lower trend line, and then it will start what, dropping down. So our trading plan is this. Our trading plan, if we have a candle that closes below this lower trend line, we're going to sell. We're going to sell. We'll go short, and we're going to place our stop loss just above this inversion fair value gap, like this. And then we target this area. It's a very good setup because we have a 1:3 to 3, approximately 3 win ratio. So this is what I'm thinking. So let's just wait and see if this theory actually works. So I enjoy doing this because I know most of you guys will be benefiting, but I'm the one who benefits the most because it helps me to do a thorough analysis before I take trades. These lives, they actually help me to do a thorough analysis before I take a trade. So from there, when price reaches here, we'll be looking for buying opportunities, and then price will then move up. So let me just try to use a triangle. Is it a triangle? A rectangle? Okay. Want to take some buy trades around this area. So now we have a very clear trading plan. So I wanted to share with you some Okay, so this is what I'm targeting. Okay. Or I can even target this small fair value gap that is here. I know price, we have to fill up that one again. If you see it here, this fair value gap. So that's the one that I'm targeting here. Sharp. Okay. I think yesterday we won. So I grew up playing soccer. I like soccer so much, yo. So there's a club here in Kempton Park. I live in Kempton Park. Called Tennis. Those are my boys. So I know soccer, but because of age and what, these are my boys, guys. So over the weekend on Saturday, you really see me because I go and play with these guys. Amazing guys. So we have a league here, a social league. We have a league here, and yesterday we won. But I want to show you something that is amazing. Why we won. I don't really play, although I play, but I don't really play. What does that mean? In most cases, I don't play. So this was the team. This was the team that won. So we're playing a tournament, and we played the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and we won yesterday. And guess what? Who was the coach? The coach was DC. So DC is the coach. I'm the coach. So the reason why we won, I like things that are organized. We talked about our game plan, how we're going to play. It was nice, guys. Just listen to this. So this.
Hello guys, I hope you're all fine. So I decided to share with you guys what I think will work when we're playing the game tomorrow. So we'll be making use of the same formation that we used previously. It was a 4-3-3 where we had one defensive midfielder. Neymar was here, and we had
so I enjoy doing this. We structured out every.
let's
play.
Let's talk about
the roles of different players. It was nice.
So basically, whenever we are starting, we want to make sure that Neymar gets the ball. Neymar will detect how we're going to be attacking and how we're going to be playing. So Neymar's role is to make sure that he gets the ball to our wingers. So there's an option. There's a role that our right back and left back have to play. Once Neymar gets the ball, these guys need to open up. These guys needs to open up. Whenever Neymar gets the ball, he must have multiple options. He can either play it to our number 8. He can either play it to our right back. When he plays the ball to the right back, the ball goes to the right back now. The only pass that we'll be looking for, is the down the line. He needs to play the ball down the line to our winger. When the ball gets to our winger, we know we'll be making use of people who are very fast, who have good speed. These guys, they need to draw the defense to this side, giving an opportunity to our right attacking midfield.
So what happened is this: the first game we won, it was a very easy game. We won against Avion. There's a team called Avion. So we need to wait for a candle to close here. We're just waiting for this. So we won against Avion. A team again here in Kempton Park. We won 4-2. But the most important part was this. We won the first game. Then we're playing against this team called West Street. I think it's West Street. Those guys, we felt it was very difficult. It was a very difficult game. The last movement that I talked about of the winger drawing the player to the line and cut back, and making a cut back, a draw back. That was the way that we scored that in that game, and we won 1-0 in the semi-final. So over the weekend on Saturday, I'm actually thinking of live streaming this final so that you can see, guys, how these guys play. So I'm actually streaming. I'm considering doing that. So it was nice. The plan worked according to how I had stated it. It really worked. The ball was taken by Mboma and he drew the defender. He was able to dribble past one defender and he went to the line and he made a drawback once. And there was also Frank. We made a substitution. Frank, the game was very difficult. Frank had the killer touch and he just tipped the ball inside the net, and that's how we won. But I was happy because that plan that we talked about was exactly how the players were able to execute it, and it was nice and I enjoyed it. So yes, these days I'm no longer that active, but I still have the mind and the experience of playing soccer for a very long time. I played the first division, but I never played in the first team. We would go there, maybe we would be substitute when I was doing my Form 5, which is probably grade 10. But I played in the second division for a very long time. I played for Buse, which was in Mashonaland Central. Yes, we played for I think for about 4 years. We had a great time. So that experience, because we played with Kingston Rene Mota, he was once one of the best strikers in Dynamos and also Zimbabwe, one of the best strikers. He played was it Sweden? So he was my coach. He's a very good guy. We had a nice experience. I miss those days. I miss those days. Okay, so price is dropping. We're just waiting for price this candle to close. Then we're now left with 1 minute. Then we can enter this trade. So everything that I know about soccer, it was because of that amazing coach Kingston Renomota. And we also have this guy when we were at school. I think I had 2 coaches who really taught me how to play soccer, and they're very good. I think in primary there was Mr. Farai. That guy was amazing. He was amazing. He really made me to fall in love with soccer. I had talent, but the way he would teach me, and he had confidence in me. I think when I was in primary, I was the school captain. From grade 6 to grade 7, I played soccer there. I was the school captain. That's when I knew that I could really play soccer. Then when I went to secondary school, there was a guy again. He passed on. That guy was amazing. Yeah, he was amazing. He taught us. Okay, guys, we can now enter a cell. I think everything is set. We can now go. Yes, I think this is perfect. Let me just send a screenshot. Let's sell VIX75, and I'm gonna give you let me take you to my. So in high school I played soccer. I was high school. I then knew that this was my thing. I would just play soccer non-stop. That was my thing. Until I was done with my Form 5, Form 6, I was just playing soccer. So I played soccer for a very long time. But now, because of age and what, it's not difficult. But I remember the last game I scored. I can pick up very short. I no longer have that speed, but I know what to do when I get the ball. I picked it was a very nice strike. To be safe, let's just push it here. Sometimes just hitting the stop loss and it will drop down. So this is our stop loss. TP, our TP is gonna be here. TP. We want to go to this thing. So this is the TP. So I'm also going to send this analysis to my free. So we also have our VIP group where I share signals, and we also have this free group. I'm not gonna promise that I'll be sharing signals. Some people will be disappointed. I share, maybe for example, if you're having a live, I can share the live. I can share some trading knowledge. For example, today I shared something like this. Any trading knowledge, something that I think might be helpful, I can share it in the group. Then some updates of what is taking place. I'll also, and sometimes I share signals. So if you join this free group and you think that I'll be sharing signals every day, I don't do that. I only share signals, more signals in my VIP group. That's where I'm more active. I share signals in that group. This is my VIP group where I'll be sharing some analysis and signals. So the signals that we share, they are for volatility 75, they are for boom and crash. Those are the signals that we focus on, and also jump. So if you enjoy trading using chart patterns, okay, let's go back. If you enjoy trading using chart patterns, I'm gonna show you what I've discovered in jump indices. So I'm gonna take you to boom and crash quickly to check what is happening in boom 1000. Then I will take you, we'll spend a lot of time talking about jump indices. Yo, it's almost an hour now. So we'll be playing the finals, guys. On Sunday. I can't wait for those finals. Let's quickly look at boom 1000. I talked about something in boom 1000. I think in our last live we talked about the fact that we should be anticipating for more selling opportunities. Why is this thing? Okay. And we picked this area. So there was this order block here. I think that was what we talked about. And we said price came down, price is supposed to drop. But what I have seen is this. Price failed to take out this low here. And price is currently pushing upwards. Let's go to the 1 hour and try to look for an opportunity where we can sell. I'm selling. The reason why I'm selling, it is because here on the H4, why are we looking for selling opportunities? If you look carefully on the H4 here, we can see that there's a break of structure here. Its price was continuing to move upwards. I don't know, it doesn't look straight. We talked about this. And then price came down and took out this high low. So here when this lower low is created and it created a lower high, we are anticipating that price should drop. So if I'm going to connect this higher high and this lower high, we have a trend line here. We have these 2 points around this area. Let me just make sure I draw this correctly. So I'm anticipating that price should reach this trend line and then drop downwards. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to. We can get a selling opportunity when price comes to this area here. Because we have a touch point here. We also have a touch point here. The retest has been made. And I'm anticipating that price should probably, what do we see here? I don't see much, but I can only see that there is a fair value gap. A fair value gap here. There is a fair value gap around this area. Okay, let's try to drop to H1. Okay, I now see clearly now. There is an order block here. I see that there's an order block. So there's a likelihood that price is heading for that order block here. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Price is likely. So when price reaches this order block, this one, let's see how price is going to react. why I can see here why price is also likely going to drop. There are also equal lows here. There are also equal lows. So Frank, my brother Frank, was the hero for the day. It was second half. He came in as a sub, scored a very, very beautiful goal. It was a tap-in, but it was very difficult because the gates were not standard gates. I don't know. I think the organizer missed it. There were many grounds there, but so you see there are equal lows. That means there's liquidity that is residing below here. So there's a possibility that when price reaches here, it's likely going to drop. So this is what I'm thinking here. Price will push, then drop. Something like this. Okay, so I think we can target, maybe not to make it very difficult, we can target the low, this low. So we know that price should take out this low. So let's just make it like this. But we know that price would sell for a very long time. So in boom, this is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing in boom. I'm just looking for an opportunity to sell, and this looks like a very good selling opportunity. Okay, let's just wait and see. Let me share this analysis. So we have an order block here. And our target will be this area. Okay, sharp. So this is the plan for boom 1000. Let me take a picture. Let's see. Let me send it in these groups. Okay. Okay, guys, let me quickly introduce some of the services that we have on my channel, DC channel. So let me quickly show you. So there was a promotion on the booming crash spike detector, which you can rent for $25 per month. And we are currently, so there's a plea that since this was only valid up until the end of the 26th of May, the 50% discount. So many people were approached me and say, you know what, most of us, we haven't get paid. We are still waiting for month end, maybe the end of the month, 28 and what. Can you please extend this this offer until the end of the month? So this is now open. Although initially we had said that it's gonna end until the 26th of March, there is now a possibility. You can now purchase our spike detector until the end of the month. I think for this period, maybe until the end of the year. This is the only discount that we're gonna be having. The promotion where we are selling the spike detector for $50 for a lifetime. This one is for a lifetime. Will be there until the end of this month. So on the 31st of May, that's where this promotion is ending. After that, it goes to the original price of $100. We have an amazing spike detector that we have. Okay, let me just quickly show you guys how this amazing spike detector looks like. I wanted to do a separate video where I do this. So I made it in the form of an EA. The EA doesn't take trades on its own. You trade manually. What it does is this: it only gives signals. So let me just do a back test of what I'm talking about so that you guys can see this amazing spike detector. So I'm gonna test it on Boom 500. I'm gonna test it on Boom 500. And if you purchase this spike detector this year, please contact me so that you can get the update for free. Because I've made some adjustment. So if you purchased it recently this year when we launched the 2024 spike detector, please get in touch with me so that you can get this update that we have for free. So this spike detector works on 1 hour, 1 minute, and I'm gonna test it. So when you purchase this and you want to be confident and you want to know if this thing works, you need to go on strategy tester, like what I did. You go on the indicator, then you say test. It will take you to this page where there is a strategy tester. On the strategy tester, just put it on 1 minute, just put in amount. I'm just gonna put $100, but it's not gonna take any trades. I just want you guys to have a test of how this spike detector works. So I'm gonna test it for the last month. We'll test it for maybe 30 days and see how this was moving. Okay, how this goes. What's happening? Come on. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, so I want you guys to see how it operates. Let me try like this so that you can see. You see, there was a signal here. It was able to catch the spike. So they are in two parts, and we've also added the Gaza lines, the support and resistance lines, just for confluence, for confirmation. So when this arrow comes, this one where there's no dot, it's in two parts. The signals comes in two parts, and it will tell you that buy, and the other one will tell you to buy and hold. So when this one comes, it's only for a buy, and then immediately you close. And we can see when after 3 or 2 candles, it then spiked. Let's see. So this is our spike detector. You can run it on what? You can run it on. You can do a strategy tester. Let me try to increase the speed so that it can move a little bit fast, but people would want to see. So this is the back test that you can do when you purchase this spike detector. I'm just doing this so that you see how from historical data, we're testing it from the current period, I think this month of May, how this spike detector was operating. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, we have another arrow, this one, where there's a red dot. Once this arrow appears, you are in, you should hold that trade. You see, you're able to get this small spike. The third spike, you can hold it for at least 3 spikes, because in most cases, price would tend to spike more often. You see, there is again another red dot, and you see there were massive spikes. Let me try to increase the speed so you can quickly see how this operates. Okay, again here we had the reversal signal, the buy and hold signal, the arrow and the dot, and what do you see? Price then moved upwards. Again, we had this signal, then you just have to wait for at least 15 candles. If this one comes, you need to hold the trade for at least 15 candles. Then the first spike was going to take you into profit, and there were big spikes. Here again, you see, that's why I say this one is a buy and hold reversal signal. Price then moved upwards from there. So we're not going to it will take forever. Let me just so I made it in the form of a EA. So if you're someone who likes programming, it's very difficult to look indicators, because I think the first one was open and people were just buying it and they resell it. So this one, I know you can't buy and resell because it will be logged to your MT5. But let me make something clear that there's now a loophole that people are trying to exploit from what we are doing. If you purchase this spike detector, it will be logged to your MT5. So that means you give me the login details, not your password. You only give me the number. It's logged to your MT5 number. Which number am I talking about? I'm talking about this number. Your MT5 number. So this is the number. For example, mine is what? 12966982. That's my login number. You only send me after purchasing this number and your email, because it's gonna only work in that number. But what people are now doing is something that I've discovered, because if people keep on doing the same thing over and over, you know that this is what they're trying to do. They will say my MT5 has been logged. So you purchase the MT5, the spike detector, and it was logged to a specific MT5 number, and you say it has been logged by Deriv. I'm no longer having access to it, so I can't use that number. So if you want again for a different MT5 number, you have to pay, because this is what, it's very easy. You can just come take screenshots that you find on Google and you send me. You see, this is my MT5 number. It has been logged, so I can no longer access it. So I need you. Can you let me give you another one? So basically, what you're now doing is this. Probably you want your friend, you want to resell it to someone. You can easily make use of that loophole. There's that loophole. So let me just make this clear. If you purchase and it's logged to your MT5, if that MT5 is logged and you want us to log it to a different MT5, you have to pay for those services. I think I've made that clear, because I've seen so many people who come. I think we now have almost 10 cases. People will say, my MT5 has been logged. My MT5 has been logged. That's when I realized that, okay, these guys are just reselling this thing. So they say it has been logged, then you give them to a different MT5, then they just resell it to a different person. So we no longer do that. Once that one is logged, the account is logged, you have to really convince me that that's your account. Maybe there is real proof. Maybe you send a video where there is your name and the MT5 and Deriv really logged that account. Okay, so this is how this spike detector works. This is basically it. So when you put it on a chart, you're not going to see any arrows. There will be no arrows. The arrows will start to appear once there's a signal, and you have to make sure that your algo trading is on. So that means your algo trading, this one, if it's not on, there will be no signals, because this is in a form of an EA. Okay, I think I've made that clear. I wanted to talk about VIX 75. I wanted to talk about Jump 75. Okay, let's just go back to our signal on VIX 75 and check what is taking place. I think the signal is moving well. Okay, let's just check. We gave the signal. I gave the signal. Okay, so we can see we are in profit. The 250-minute candles are all bearish, and we are anticipating a further drop until price reaches our. So basically, that's how easy trading is. I took you guys from my thinking patterns, how I analyze, how I look at the price. It's not magic. It's not magic, guys. It's not magic. We started from the weekly, daily, monthly. I think VIX25, it was from the monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, until we go to the 50-minute, and we're able to get this sniper entry. So I think you guys are all in profit, and I'm glad and happy that you're all making money. Okay, so let's go to the. I think this is now too. I've explained too much. So we also have our copy trading services. Copy trading, where it's like account management. It's like account management. This is copy trading services. So for 2 weeks, the fee is $50. And I'm still waiting for suggestions on how we can do the profit sharing, where 50% you take, I will take 50% of the profit, you will take your 50%, and you keep your capital. And I'm still looking for suggestion on how best we can do it, because I know I'll be trading your account. Once we make profit, you can just simply run away, and that's why I'm hesitant to start this process. So for 2 weeks, our target is $300. Then this will work best if you have VPS, because we'll be making use of an FX Blue EA, which help us to link my account to your account. With the trades that I take will be automatically executed in your trade. So we have a minimum capital of $150. So that's the minimum capital. But when we look at the profit sharing, I would think that probably $50 will be the minimum capital for this copy trading. So you just put $50. Then for the profit sharing, once we reach our target, probably of 500, we share the profit. You take 250, I'll take 250, and you keep your $50. So I'm still looking at how best we can do it. I'm still looking at how best we can do this 50% sharing. You don't need to pay any fee, subscription fee. Okay, then we also have our we also have VIP signals, where 1 week it's $10, and for 2 weeks 18, a month it's $30. Then for 3 months it's $80, 6 months 150, 1 year it's 280. So we focus on volatility, step, jump, and boom and crash. Then we give at least 8 to 10 signals. I was playing soccer. There were no signals in my group. We went for soccer, price action, scalping, and spike signals. We also give spike signals in our group. So you can also join us in any of these services. And we also have EAs. I made an EA. And you know what? I made this amazing EA. It's a very powerful one. I call it what? I made a recent EA. That EA is very powerful. It can take $100 to $1,000 trading for Volatility 75. Where is this EA? And you know what? I did everything and I tested everything, but I can't find it. I can't find this EA. Using the same our previous VIX75 scalping strategy, I created. It's programmable. That's strategy is programmable. Yes, programmable. I programmed it into an EA, and okay, volatility. What did I? That's the problem, guys. Tourist. Did I call it the tourist? That's the problem. I can't find it. I was so busy. I made it. I tested it for, you see, all these EAs that I was making until I was able to create the final EA. And now when I came back to really think, to put my mind on Which one was the correct EA? Hi guys, I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna today. I think I will sit down and do check where the EA is. Our last video was called what? See, price is dropping. You guys are in profit. I think for today, if you can just focus on the VIX75, I think it will be fine. It's unfortunate for those who missed it. Okay, thanks for the analysis. DC, where do you take your trade analysis from? I use TradeView. It's called TradeView. Deriv TradeView. FX Black Truth. What time frame? 15-minute time frame. Congratulations for the football victory. Yes, Coach DC. Happiness. How are you, my brother? Which pay? How do I subscribe to this channel? How do you subscribe to which channel? My channel is very easy. You see there's a place where which will be written subscribe. You click on it, then you subscribe. Thanks for the analysis. What time frame can we enter the trade? We use the 15-minute time frame. Good morning. I can hear you. Okay, this one I saw this. Good morning from Botswana. Amokelan, how are you? Till then, good morning DC. This is great teaching from Namibia. Wow, that's amazing. So we have viewers from Namibia, Botswana, and obviously from Nigeria. We have FX Black Truth. What's up, my brother? How are you? Constantine is also, I think he's from Nigeria. Chekugwe is also from Nigeria. Then thank you guys for your support. I think this thing, Ashraf, rich poultry farming, face to comment. So what I'm gonna be doing is this. I'm gonna give those who will be who are participating with happiness. So happiness, if you are still there, please just comment there. But if you're not there, you're not going to get the prize. I just want to select one person who was commenting more on this. So I've selected happiness and Black Truth. Get in touch, send a message now. Just type in if you're still there. If you're not there, you're not going to get the this spike detector. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is this: happiness and Black Truth. Get in touch with me. Send me your MT5 login details. Then I'll send you for boom 1000 and boom crash 1000. Those are the two that I'm gonna select for this live today. I'm gonna give you guys for free a lifetime spike detector that costs $100. So I'm gonna give you guys for free. If you're still there, just comment. If you're not there, it's unfortunate. Happiness and Black Truth, I've selected these two. If they're not there, then unfortunately it will be for another day. Just type in on the chat, guys. If you're still, I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes. If you don't type in, then if you don't send a chat, then we're done. I want to give you live here on this live so that people know that when you follow, support us, there's something that you can also benefit from. I'm here, boss. You're not happiness, you're Joseph. I want to see Joseph. I want to see Joseph. Guys, I've been receiving great love from Nigeria, South Africa, Botswana, Namibia. If you check my analytics, most of my viewers are coming from Nigeria, South Africa, Botswana, and some from Zimbabwe. Thank you guys for your support. This keeps me going, guys. This keeps me going. Ido Joseph. I've selected this one, unfortunately. Maybe in my next live, I want to do this every day. Maybe tomorrow. Make sure you're there, you're commenting, you're participating in what we're doing. Then maybe Joseph, Mr. Joseph, I can give you a spike detector. But it's unfortunate that these guys are not there. And I just have to call it a day. So you just have to make sure you watch until the end. You like, you subscribe to our channel. Then that's it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Anash, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. 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 Say bye-bye, my son. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You're just smiling. What are you eating? When are you just eating anything? Let me see. What is that? Don't eat these things. Say bye-bye. Guys, thank you so much for your time. It's bye-bye for now. Hello. Hello, Anashe. Anashe.